Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room, back with a well overdue pickup video and just a video in general really. So hope everybody is well and everybody had a great Christmas and New Year. Still feels weird saying that now in February. I'm just taking probably, let's be honest, an hour out of my day here today. So I'm going to do it over my little lunch break I allow myself each day, to just quickly give you guys a catch-up video really, and to see where I am, what I'm up to, what I've picked up, and you know, all that good stuff. So first of all, you're going to notice it's a totally different location here, in a filming location. So last year, I'd probably say towards the end of summer, I decided to invest in a little shed essentially, or the office. Obviously it's 16 stories above this, and obviously an undercroft car park, so no, it is just a shed. So I've invested in this basically because I work from home now. I run my own architecture firm, and just to be actually out of the house and not have paperwork constantly in my face over the weekends when you're trying to switch off and be a family, this has made a massive difference. Just to literally set my laptop up every day. It comes in with me every night, but just to literally store all my stuff. I mean, obviously there's Lego sets there, so yeah, obviously a lot of work stuff, but yeah, I mean, I've got a drawer, I've got a desk out here with all my documentation and things like that. So yeah, it's made a massive difference, guys. So I'm in the garden, in the shed. It's glamorous, but it works, I'll be honest. Weekends now, I'm finding it really easy to switch off from work and things like that, and it's made a big difference. I mean, I love my job. I'm very lucky. I love my job. If I didn't love my job, obviously it would be a completely different sort of scenario. But the idea was to leave work when I did last year. Sorry, the year before that. God, 2018 has just flown by. And just to be around more for my daughter when she was born, and just to be around family more. I made a conscious decision, and haven't regretted it any step of the way. So yeah, you've pretty much seen the whole of my house the past the past sort of few videos. I had one in the bedroom where I did a pickup video, one in the dining room that I did a pickup video, and yeah, we had an out and about around Portsmouth, the arcades as well, so a bit of everything. So anyway, so 2 minutes of the video, well, nearly 2.5 minutes now actually, so we may as well just round it up. Got 5 more seconds here unless I edit it. So 2.5 minutes, there you go, just talking about complete nonsense, not video game related. So yeah guys, it's been a little while since I did my last video, so I've got a real mixed bag of pickups today. I've got some well, donations really from my wife, when they cleared out, when basically they got a new bed in a spare room, her parents, and they cleared out the last bits and bobs that were left in the my wife's old bedroom. So I got 2 Megadrive games, so they're not boxed, but technically they are, because one of them, actually there is 3, but I've got 2 here. So anyway, obviously if you guys have seen my Sega Activator video, I mean, that is just nonsense, that thing. I'll be honest, it's now up in the loft. I just need a bit of space to set it up and a bit of time as well. Man, that thing is involved, but it looks really, really fun. So I'm really looking forward to one day setting that up. So the idea is, obviously, we have a 2-bed house at the moment. We don't know what we're going to be doing, whether we're going to be staying here or looking to move on. Sorry, also, I'm filming on the front camera, so my camera's here, but the red dot's here saying it's filming, so it's a bit, I keep looking over here when I really should be looking there. So hence the shed. I didn't want to rush things. I knew obviously I could shovel my work stuff out here, just work out here during the week, and then obviously the house is for living and family, friends, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I could be out here for a little while, but eventually I will obviously have an area that I can put my games out and stuff, and also have an office and things like that. So bear with me. Also, you might be lucky enough to hear a tractor go by every now and again. So the road's a little bit noisy, but you know, it's what it is, isn't it? So we've all got hurdles to overcome when we're doing these videos. So anyway, you might have just heard a bus then. So buses and tractors are very big in our household at the moment. My daughter absolutely loves them. So every time a tractor goes by, it's yeah, she absolutely loves it. So anyway, that's now 4.5 minutes of rambling. So anyway, I'm going to get on to the pickups and donations. I also had a birthday during that time, so yeah, I've been very, very spoiled in all honesty. But I'm going to start off with something that I bought and actually completely forgot about. Now, I had to re-watch one of my last pickup videos because I thought I covered this, but I obviously haven't, so it was obviously released after. So the first thing I want to show, and it's been reviewed so heavily on YouTube, I've seen so many videos of this of this plug and play set. You probably know exactly what it's going to be, and it's an official Sega one, and it's the Sega Megadrive Mini. This thing is just brilliant. I absolutely love these handheld these mini consoles. They are so good, and I mean the actual games on this little unit are, you know what, it's the way that I said the PlayStation one was really good. I really enjoyed it, and rewatching one of my last pickup videos where I picked up the PlayStation Mini, one of my gripes was the game selection. Now that seems to be a common theme with that little handheld unit, that everyone sort of had their own interpretation of games they wanted to see on there. But in all honesty, I think Sega got it right here, and I think because Sega self-published a lot of the games, so I mean you've got some classics on here. You've got Ghouls and Ghosts, Earthworm Jim, all the Sonics apart from Sonic 3. You've got Mega Man, you've got Comic Zone, Story of Thor. I mean, there's the selection of games on here, and that's not even taking into account Golden Axe and Streets of Rage and Castlevania, and even Tetris there, obviously, it's a super rare game. So, but you know what? Out of the, I'm trying to think how many consoles I've now got. I didn't get the NES Mini. I got the Snes Mini. I got this one, and I've got the PlayStation. I think out of the three, I would probably go with this. I really, really enjoy this. I'm a massive Mega Drive fan, as everybody knows, so I will try and cut that glare out as well. But I also love the way they've just replicated the actual sort of Mega Drive, you know. It's really, really cool. I mean, as they've done with all the consoles, but I just think this one's been done really well. So, I won't get it out because, like I said, there's been absolutely loads of these videos going around as he starts to open it, just to prove, you know, it is all in there, it's all in the bags and things like that. So, but it has been used quite a lot. Not recently, I'll be honest. The most game time I've had recently is with one of the items that I've got down there, and also AutoCAD's being used quite a lot. So if you want me to do a gameplay and a walkthrough of AutoCAD 2020, let me know and I'll happily do that for you. But it's not great. The gameplay's not great. It's 2D and stuff like that. So. Anyway, so yeah, really happy with that. I ordered that originally when it was announced and completely forgot about it, in all honesty. And then people started doing these videos on YouTube, and I'm putting it things. I've got a screen here. People started doing these videos on YouTube, going through it, and I had this card saying that Royal Mail would try to deliver something. I thought, well, I haven't ordered anything, so I thought, well, I'll just go next week. Lo and behold, obviously it was this. So I went there just expecting to pick up, say, a letter that had been undercharged, sort of postage and stuff, and it was that. So I was like, oh god, yeah, I completely forgot about this. So I actually got really excited when I saw the box, because it was in a massive box, like a huge box. I can't remember where I got it from. I think it was at Argos. Might have been Argos, might have just been online. But anyway, it was huge, absolutely huge. Anyway, so yeah, the Mega Drive Mini, really happy with this, and yeah, well done Sega. I mean, they've had a lot of these firms like At Games, and I did a review a long time ago about the handhelds that they used to release, and they were okay, but you know what, it's what it is, isn't it? And Sega have finally put that right with this item. Really, really impressed with it. Really love it. So. So the next item, I think, where do we go next? I think what we'll do is we'll do the donations. So like I said, my wife's parents replaced the bed in her room, just basically moving it all around and, you know, stuff like that. And then they found 3 Mega Drive cartridges, one of which I already had, and that was Sonic 3. So I've moved on my Sonic 3 that I had, and Sam's cartridge has gone in there and in the case, and it's, you know, all stored. Well, that isn't in the case, it's actually in my Mega Drive case, big box thing. I did a big box video when I put all my stuff up in the attic to save a bit of space. Kept all the cartridges out, so it's in there now, so everyone's been sold on. The next one is one I actually thought I had. Actually, there's 2 of both that I thought I had, so I'm actually going to now be looking to find the box and the manuals for these. So the first one is Toy Story. I can't believe I didn't have this. I can only assume that I had this and I moved it on. I don't know why. In fact, I know why I moved it on, because I downgraded my collection a little while ago, just before Ruth was born, to free up a bit of room. And I also sold a game that I've since bought back for less than I sold it for. So I actually made it actually worked out quite well. So I got it for a good fee. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, Toy Story unboxed. I didn't even have the box for this, so I'm really annoyed actually. So, but yeah, so I've got Toy Story there. And the next one is Road Rash 2. I've got the first Road Rash, already got that, but for some reason I swear I had Road Rash 2, but obviously I don't, because it's not there. So yeah, in essence got 3 games, but 2 of which I didn't own, which I was a bit surprised with really, because these ones are staples, and actually they're both on here. So I think they're both on there. I've said that now. I'm not even going to check, because if they're not, they're not. But yeah, so I was really happy about that. Actually, really happy to finally get those in. Like I said, Toy Story. I mean, hopefully in the next year, Ruth will be able to start watching Toy Story, and the games are pretty decent. I think they're a 32 meg cartridge actually. These ones, because they're a later one in the later life, but the graphics on this are really good. So I might start off on that. Get her trained on the classics, as they say. So really happy with that. So the next one is PlayStation 1. Now, in my last pickup video, I said that I'm getting to the. I want to say I'm getting to the end of my Megadrive collecting now. I've pretty much got everything I want. Everything I want, as I touched on a game there that I thought I had and I didn't. But there are other sort of systems that I really want to bulk out, flesh out the collection. Mainly being PlayStation 1, Snes and N64. I did say, for some reason I said PlayStation 2 in the last video. I don't quite know why I said it. I have a lot of love for the PlayStation 2 and a lot of memories of it, but it's not a console that I'm going to be going sort of gung-ho to buy games for. I don't think anyway. So watch this space. The next pickup video I'll have a fully boxed PlayStation 2. So anyway, so I picked up some of these games for the PlayStation 1 as I'm really trying to flesh out the collection, and I double checked the fee. I got this off of Retro Realm, God, months ago. I think this was actually in the week after I filmed my last pickup video, so this is probably about 8 or 9 months ago now. But I look back and I got really good fee. I think it was 25 quid I got these for, apart from one. Yeah, it wasn't that one. I'll take that one out. So I got these for £25 delivered, which I think is pretty good. So I'll show you all 4. And we'll just go through them individually. Now, this is a game I'd never played before, but my older brother Glenn was really into Warhammer and everything like that, and this obviously is Games Workshop, and this is Space Hulk. Also, the heaviest game case ever. I mean, the manual in this, the case is broken on this one, so the bottom hinge is broken, but the manual is huge on this. I mean, it is massive. Yeah, there's probably languages that I've never even heard of that are actually in that. I mean, it's massive, but you know what? It's one of those games. It's a bit like Doom, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be one of those that I'll get round to in years to come. Like I said, at the moment, a lot of my stuff is stored away and things like that. And to be honest, like I said, I haven't really got time to game at the moment. It's just, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way life is. You know, it's but this is a game that's always intrigued me, so I picked it up, and the cover's pretty cool as well. So yeah, I picked up a Games Workshop game in Space Hulk. I have massive memories of my older brother Glenn playing sorts of games like Blood Bowl and things like that. So yeah, to get that's pretty cool actually. The next one is always intrigued. Actually, no, we'll do that one after this one. Next one is the classic GTA 2. It did say actually, the guy when he sold it, that it didn't have the map, and the disc was really badly scratched, which is weird because the disc looks like it's never been played, and it's also got the map. So well, I don't know what one he sold someone else, but yeah, this one's literally fully boxed, and also look at that for a retro label, a retro Tesco label. So will it focus? There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I really lucked out on that. I mean, you've got to love these old games. I mean, yeah, so there's a classic map there. But yeah, the guy was like, no, sorry, it hasn't got the map, so God knows what he's selling someone else. But I did go back to him and he said, well, you lucked out on this one. So yeah, really happy. So I have also played this and the next one, because I've never played the next one. But I've always heard good things about it. I'm going to break this case unless I'm careful, so let's actually, watching my video back, I broke a PlayStation case in the last one as well, so I am due one, so we'll see. So GTA 2, and the next one that really intrigued me was Grand Theft Auto Special Edition London. Now, let's be honest, I mean, it looks pretty much the same screenshots as the back. This could go horribly wrong. I'm trying to balance 2 games there, so God, chance in it here. So that's GTA 2 at the top there, screenshots, and that's GTA London. you know, they're very similar. Probably should just hold them like that, actually. That would have made a lot more sense. Anyway, yeah, so let's be honest. I mean, it's the same game mechanics, but in London with some probably different voices and stuff. Yet to play this one, actually. I did say I played them both. I played GTA 2, but I didn't get around to this one yet. So again, this is the thing with YouTube. You go, oh God, I needed this and I had to get this game. You know, like, I'll be honest, there's other things that I'm going to touch on in a minute. And you know what? I mean, there's a pickup I've actually forgotten to get, and I'm not going to bother going to get it. I'll tell you what it was. But you know, like, I was walking around the London video game market with my friend Rob, who I said about in my last video. I was going to say, look, we'll go to the gaming market together. And I think I'm really at that stage now in my collection where I'm teetering on the edge of not really needing anything else, but the want now is taking over. Does that make sense? Like, you see a YouTube video on something, and you have to draw a line at certain systems. Like Master System, I have no memories of the Master System at all. That doesn't mean I won't watch people picking up Master System games or gameplays. As soon as I watch them, I go, oh my God, I need a Master System in my life. And then you just think, why? Why am I buying this? I'm ultimately going to sell it on 6 months later because I haven't played on it. And that's the same with this stuff. You know, I bought all this. But the thing is with having these games is, you know, I can install these. It's for a classic system as well. So, let's be honest, I'll get around to this some point in the next sort of 40 years of my life, and we'll see. So, anyway, so Grand Theft Auto London. I tell you what, I don't know if that one came with the map. Maybe this was the one that he said didn't come with the map. No, I mean, this one's got the map and a poster as well. So, yeah, so this one's got the map. So obviously the Thames there going through the middle. Let's see if there's any Camden Town, Mile End, Bow, Southwick, Brixton, Battersea. So there's Westminster. I think I'm going to have to play this. Chelsea. I've got to play this. This looks brilliant. So, yeah, I'm very slow to the party on this. So, actually being honest, I am from 1969, apparently it's based on. And this was released in 2000, so I'm 20 years late to the party on this. It's an 18 as well. Great little Union Jack on the back there, and the manual, and obviously the map as well. So don't forget, I got these for 25 quid. I think these games go easily more than that on eBay. So really happy to get this stuff in. And the next one is one I remember my little brother playing on, absolutely loving, and I used to absolutely hate this game. But I have seen gameplays on it recently, you know, last year, and you know what? I don't know whether it's the, you know, looking back at things and seeing how great things were, but this game has completely changed my mind, and that is Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, I believe it's called. Legend of the Gobbos. Every city has their Gobbos and Yorbos, so let's see what they're like in the crocodile world. Let's have a look. But it looks really decent actually. But I remember Ed playing. I can't remember if Ed had a demo of this or if he had the actual game. I want to say he had the demo because I don't remember him owning that cover art. But anyway, it might have been a demo. But yeah, it looks like a really cutesy sort of platform, sort of 3D platformer. Very Mario 3D-esque on the N64. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this actually. Like I said, I have watched a few gameplays since, and it looks pretty intriguing, so we'll see. The next one is a game titled, I'm really into this game title. I absolutely love the one that I had before this. I'd love to one day see some actual sort of remakes of these series, but people are going to be commenting now saying, oh, there is one, there's this and that. So, but at the moment I'm not aware of that, so let's have a look. But the game series for the PlayStation is Theme Hospital. Now the Theme anything, I absolutely love the theme park games, and you know, I've got something coming up in a minute that I'll chat about. So Theme Hospital, I remember playing this with my friend Adams on his PC, and it was great. You used to be able to inflate people's heads and stuff. People would come in with like balloon heads and stuff, and like massive legs, and you know, it was really not ahead of its time. But it was sort of the game series obviously going in different directions, obviously with theme park and things like that. So, yeah, it says over 30 weird diseases to be diagnosed, including hairy hairy itis, bloaty head, and slack tongue. No idea what slack tongue is, but that sounds awful. Deal with emergencies, epidemics as they arise. Research and develop your own cures. Highly detailed graphics, and I mean, to be fair, the highly detailed graphics, I mean, it looks pretty decent. I remember playing this on the PC, as I said, and the graphics were always pretty decent. So I'm really intrigued to see how this plays, and I will play this actually. I even bought a memory card for this one. The only problem with this is the disc is a little bit worse for wear, and that's because there's no teeth on the case, and the case nearly slipped there. So last PlayStation game, I'm just going to close it. Obviously it's moving around there, so I will have to switch that out. I haven't actually got a spare case upstairs. So. No, I haven't. No, because I replaced the one that snapped last video, so I haven't. So I'm going to try and find it. But yeah, Theme Hospital. This was an eBay win, an auction win. I don't win many auctions now. And it was £6, which again, buy it now for so like 15 quid. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so Theme Hospital into the collection. Really happy with that. So where do we go now? Oh, I'll touch on the game that I picked up at the London Gaming Market with Rob, and I picked up Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the PlayStation 1. I think it's Need for Speed 2, it's got a yellow Lamborghini on the front, I believe. I'll put a picture in here anyway. Not my actual copy, because that's actually stored away. That's the only thing I picked up there. And like I said, I was walking around the actual gaming market thinking, on the way there I was thinking I was going to spend an absolute fortune. Like things I needed and stuff, but I don't know what happened. First time ever, the sense kicked in as I was walking around, and I was thinking, do you really need this, Sean? And you know what? I think the answer to a lot of the stuff was no, so I didn't. Rob actually spent more than me, and he's not technically collecting games, so that might have changed after that event. So we are planning to go again this year to one of the events. I think it's probably going to be the July one or something, so yeah. Keep an eye out for us. I'll be the one with no games walking around with someone with a backpack full of stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, if you do see me there, come over, say hi. I met a few people actually at the last one, and it was good actually. I can't remember the names. I'm so sorry. It was so long ago. Yeah, so long ago. I can't remember actually. So it was a bit crazy. It's crazy how time goes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it actually, but I think I spent the grand total, that Need for Speed cost me £12, I seem to recall, and I have played it, and it is exactly the same. So it's a weird game for me to pick up, really, Need for Speed, because I have memories of playing it with my two brothers and just absolutely loving the fact that you could get chased by the police in a 3D sort of game. I thought it was brilliant, so because obviously at the time GTA was still 2D, so but yeah, very, very happy memories of that game, absolutely loved it. So anyway, let's get on to the game that I rebought after I sold it. I touched on it earlier that you know, I probably not resold, like saying, but just moving my collection in a different direction. I wanted to sort of thin things down. This is about sort of 3 years ago. There's videos on my channel you can see. I culled an awful lot of games. Games that probably now in hindsight I probably shouldn't have. But and this one being a case in point of that. And I have cleaned and sealed these games that have come back in, which is why they weren't in these little baggies. But the game I rebought after stupidly selling it, and it's actually in better condition, and I paid less for it than I sold it for, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist. And the Hyperstone Heist, I said Hydrostone last time, I don't know why. Hyperstone Heist. Massive memories of this game as a kid. Playing it around my friend's house, Matt, who used to live about 4 doors up from me, and he used to have the classic Turtles board game, which I'll put a picture in here of, and it was a pizza game. Oh my god, it was like the best day ever. You would play this, and he also had a NES as well. I seem to remember playing some of the classic Turtle games on the NES. So, but yeah, this was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. The music's classic on it as well, and I think this cost me. I got this from Portugal. Yeah, it was Portugal. I got this from Portugal. That's where I got it from, on eBay. So it came from Portugal. It's the English version, and I couldn't be happier with it really. But on eBay in the UK, they're asking like 120 quid for this. Like, buy it now. So I saw one. I think it was 105 euros or something like that. and I put an offer in, and I think it worked out about 65 quid I paid for it in the end. So literally got it probably half price in the English thing. So that's little, you know, if you just want the game, I mean, I'm not fussed what. I mean, it's probably not an actual English region or anything, but yeah, really happy with it. So yeah, Hyperstone Heist. I love the game. I can't even pronounce it. So yeah, so I've obviously cleaned and sealed the game because that's going to go in my little that's going to go in the little box that sits under the bed. But then obviously the box and manual will go up in the loft until I've got more rooms to display it wherever we go. If we do an extension here or something. But yeah, we'll see. Really happy with this. The Hyperstone Heist. You know what, if I stack this, it's actually quite a good idea because I can show you actually what I've got. So let's put stuff there. Nice little box art, isn't it? Makes a nice little backdrop, as they say. So the next game I picked up. Did I pick this up on my birthday or did I pick this up? I think I picked this up on eBay. Yeah, I did pick it up. It's been so long ago, guys. I can't remember the price I paid for this, but this was another game I sold and regretted doing it, and that is Clay Fighter. Such brilliant box art on this. Really sort of a freaky sort of snowman. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of memories of playing this. I think when I was a kid, I wanted this game. Sorry, I hold it here. It makes more sense. There's a brilliant story in one of my videos actually that my parents banned me from buying this when I was a kid. I had my paper round, and we used to go shopping to a store called Macro over Fareham Way around Portsmouth. And I remember picking this up and my mum just saying, "No, you're not having that." And it's just like I was probably about 11 at the time, so it was at a stage where I was like, "Look, Mum, I'm a grown up here. I know what I'm doing." But no, she wouldn't let me get it, and I had to wait till I was like 14, 15, and I since been playing it around a friend's house, and he just gave me the cartridge in the end. You know, it's right at the end of the Megadrive's life. I still had a Megadrive in school when everyone had PlayStation 1s. Not just because, you know, that's all we had, but my brother had a PlayStation 1, but I loved the Megadrive, and I loved the fact that when everyone else in my family got their own consoles, Glenn got an N64, Ed got a PlayStation. I love the way the Megadrive then became mine, just by, you know, no one else was playing it, so it just ended up being mine. So yeah, I absolutely love that about it. So I was actually banned from buying this, so it's a bit of a renegade. Check that out, Mum and Dad, eh? So anyway, I never realised actually that apparently Earthworm Jim's on this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even a little bit sure, in all honesty. It's just something I heard on a video. I don't know whether that's just on the Snes version or if it's the Mega Drive as well. If anyone wants to comment below, let me know. But I am planning to play through this. The manual is like never been read, which, to be honest, it's a struggle to actually find this game in anything less than good condition. Like, I've never really seen a bad copy of this. I mean, even the hang tabs on this one. So yeah, pretty impressed with. Oh, this is going to end horribly. So let's pop that there. There you go, nice. Oh, sorry, it's on that stand again, so it's a bit wobbly. So we're now going to get on to my birthday pickups. So my birthday, we took my daughter off to the Isle of Wight to go to the Dinosaur Museum. She's massively into dinosaurs at the moment. I just looked up there actually because there's a dinosaur print she did for me, but yeah, it's a little rubbing she did on one of the fossils, but I've kept it. That's what I love about this thing. I've got like memories in here already. You know, I've got little first pictures she's drawn, and you know, like that little mug there that I've been bought, and the Sonic the Hedgehog up there, that was another pickup. World's best dad for, you know, it's all good. You can just keep these things out, whereas I have to keep putting things away on Friday nights and stuff, so it is nice to have all this. And also I set my Lego architecture up. It only took me, we went in 2017 I think, so it only took me about a good 3 to 4 years to set up. I mean, it says on there the set takes 12 plus. It says ages above, but I'm just going to take that as it takes 12 years to build. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, 3 years for a 12-year set, not bad about that. So anyway, the next game I've got here, and I'm already showing it, so it's really awkward, so I'm going to show it. I actually picked this one up in the Isle of Wight. Yeah, buried below the earth was this game. So, you know, I picked this up and haven't regretted it actually, but I did regret originally selling it. I sold this game when I culled my collection along with this and this down the line. So really happy to get it back, and it is Spot Goes to Hollywood. And it's actually, it's even got my birthday badge on it. Look at that. So let's pop that there. Let's pop that there. So I have a video on this place, and it's I've got to admit, it's one of the best game stores that I've been to for a long time. We don't have a lot around here, but it's called Outland, and it's on the Isle of Wight. And they got different cards, different themed cards, but there's the contact details. I'll pop it all in the description anyway, but it's not going to focus. I'll pop it in the description, but I popped it in there to remind me as I was doing this video. So anyway, yeah, Spot Goes to Hollywood. Really, really cool sort of isometric platformer, should we say. And yeah, it's a cool spot. I can't remember whether it was the 7-Up ad. I'm pretty sure it was, but it's a Virgin game. Virgin Games, I mean, they made some classic games. But yeah, really cool box art as well. Really, really eager to try this, actually. So, and it comes with the manual in, you know, near perfect condition. And it was £15. So it's probably about comparable to eBay prices. But it's one I've been looking at, and I had a bit of birthday money to spend. And also someone's nicely written a password on there. So, yeah, use away, guys. So, really happy with that. God, it's like Jenga, this. Okay, cool. So the next one is for the Super Nintendo, and I'll tell you why I picked these up. So the first game that I picked up, it's unboxed, but it's one I've been umming and ahhing about, and it was actually one that I nearly bought when I was in at the gaming market. And that was, you know what, it's actually a bit dark back here. Let's just put a light on. Oh, this is when it's going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? So that's made no difference whatsoever. So, there we go. That's a bit better. It's fine. That's made no difference. Just touch my screen now. Anyway, so the next pickup is a cartridge only. And I nearly bought a fully boxed one, I seem to recall, but I think it wasn't the English version. And for the Super Nintendo, I do sort of want to try and keep to English versions of games. But this one here is Super Star Wars, clean and sealed. So obviously it's under the bed in the box. No yellowing on the back either. No, it isn't yellowing actually. It's just that is just the sun coming in here, but it's in pretty good condition. So this cost me 12 quid from that store. And it is super difficult. Definitely super difficult. I literally, I think I've gotten off the first level about once. Oh my god, it's so difficult. It's unbelievable. In fact, I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to use this for something in a minute to show you guys. Yeah, really happy with it. I really want to put some more hours into it. I've played more Super Nintendos, the Super Nintendo games this year than any other console. And I'll explain why in a minute, because it's so easy to do now. So anyway, pop that on there because that's going to be shown in a minute. So the next game is I've only got one more after this, guys. So sorry, the video 33 minutes. My God. So the next game is on the same premise as the Theme Hospital game that I was saying. So you can probably imagine what this is, and it's Theme Park for the Snes, and it's fully boxed. Box is okay, it's not bad, but it's a little bit of crushing around the corners, but once it goes in one of those box protectors, it'll be absolutely fine, I'm sure, down the line. Yeah, I picked this up, just really fancy playing Theme Park, really gotten back into these sort of games, like the management games and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't played Football Manager for a little while, but I know that's edging towards the top again to come out on the Vita, so, yeah, I mean, I love these theme park games. I forgot how difficult they are actually. But this is fully boxed, and I say fully boxed, so it's also clean and sealed again. So I've left it in here just so I remembered. But I was after this one in particular, and it cost me £12.40 something. But it also, I quite like the idea. I kept seeing it with this Alton Towers Magical Child's Ticket to Alton Towers sticker on there. I thought, you know what, I'd really love to get the best copy I can get and see if I can get that little thing with it. So I did find one with the little booklet that comes with it, and it is essentially a map for the Alton Towers Park. and sort of the attractions they've got there and stuff like that. But it's quite cool to have. And on the back, any chance they get for future advertising of games. So you notice that's EA. I believe that they bought, I think it's Bullfrog that made this. I believe EA bought Bullfrog just before this came out on the Snes. So obviously it's an EA company. But yeah, really happy with that. And the best thing was I got this from the British Heart Foundation eBay store, which, you know what, some of these charity shops get a lot of flack for the selling games when they come in on like eBay and stuff. But to be fair, it is always nice to find a little bargain in charity shops. But let's be honest, you know, if you can do your little thing for charity to help and buy some games, support the local charities and things like that, in my view, it's got to be worth it. But you know, each their own. eBay's pretty good, depending on when an auction finishes anyway. Like, for example, I got a fully boxed version of Theme Park for £12.40. I had to pay postage on top of that, but I can't remember how much that was. But yeah, I mean, you know, you can't go wrong. And people donate this stuff for that reason. They don't donate it for people to go in and find super rare games and stuff. And, you know, that's just my personal preference. And you know what? Good on them. I think it's funny, actually, if I see a charity listing with that game there, I'm more likely to actually buy that than a listing from someone else, even if I have to pay. It sounds stupid, but I don't know. I think also British Heart Foundation is quite close to me, so that's probably why. But anyway, I'll shut up now. So the last game I picked up before I show you something else I got, which is super special, is a really, really underrated game in my opinion, and it's so much better than the Megadrive version. It's a totally different game, in all honesty, and that is Jurassic Park. Now, when I say that, I have to say it. Alan Partridge says it so much better, so we'll just put it in here. So I've got
Jurassic Park.
God, if I haven't managed to download the voice, that's going to be really awkward. So Jurassic Park, what can I say? I love this game. I saw a YouTube video on it probably, I want to say about it was just before Christmas actually, it's about 3 months ago. This is fully boxed, but on the back it's a bit like Cool Spot in there. It's like I would describe it as sort of an isometric, top-down, sort of 3D-ish game. But also, you'll see there that there's elements of like a Bloodshot or a Doom game, where you know you're in an actual building and but you know going around with tasers and stuff and shooting these dinosaurs, which is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good graphics for the Snes. So this is all fully boxed. I got this from Outland Games as well. And it's fully boxed, all sealed again with the manual. Manual's got some codes written in the back, I believe. No, it hasn't got any codes written in the back. That must have been the other one I showed you just a minute ago. Really, really impressed with it, guys. Love this game. It's a tad difficult. I've gotten further on this than I have on the Star Wars game. Let's put it that way. But you know what? I can't fault this game at all. It is so good. I believe there's something like 17 levels or something like that, but it's been really well reviewed, and I absolutely love this game. It's so underrated in my opinion, but it's just by chance that I went to the dinosaur museum on this day as well, so obviously had to pick up something dinosaur themed. But I mean, how cool is that logo? Jurassic Park, the classic Jurassic Park logo is so cool. It's unbelievable. So but yeah, really, really happy with that. This game was £16, I believe. It wasn't a sealed wrapper, but it's come off. So this was 16. Cool Spot was 15, and Star Wars was 12, and it came out to about 40. I think it's 41 it came out to, so that's about right. Yeah, so it was about that anyway. But so yeah, managed to get that into the collection, which I am super happy with. And I bought these Megadrive. I bought these Snes games really because I was treated to a really, really cool handheld console, and it's something I've been on the fence for a long time. And I remember Blue Tonic 78 talking about it, and I knew about it when he spoke about it, but I was still on the fence about whether to buy one. Because let's be honest, it is a real chore having to get the wires out, get the thing hooked up to the TV, get the game out, unravel the controllers, things like that. So I've been on the fence for a little while, watched a few reviews, and the same thing always came up. the sound quality. Now, in all honesty, if I'm playing on it, I'm not going to be playing on it with the sound on. I'm going to have my headphones in, so it wasn't really that much of a bother for me. But also, Ash's Game Den has done a video on a few of these consoles from this firm. It's Hyperkin, and it is the Superboy, the Superboy SFC. So, no idea what the SFC stands for. But yeah, I mean, this thing, it's been used a lot, an awful lot, and the packaging is quite cool for this as well. Sounds really stupid to say that, but it is. And again, there's people that are much more knowledgeable than myself for these consoles. I'm just going to leave it to them. But you know, it comes with a really nice box. Inside, all well displayed. You've got some cables in this little thing down here, which just lifts up. And the console is obviously not in there because you can see it's not, and it's in the little bag that it comes with. And yeah, it's really, really well thought out. Now, first thing is how big this unit is. It's quite big. So this is the Superboy. A bit of a grubby screen there, but yeah, this is it. I mean, it's, you know, that's my hand. So I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty big. You know. But really, really happy with this little unit. I mean, it's so cool. So obviously on the bottom there, you've got the headphone jack. You've got the screen ratio, which is quite cool. And I'll turn it on in a minute. It's really comfy to hold as well. I thought these shoulder buttons were going to be a bit awkward because your hands are a bit far over. But once you're playing it, it's actually all right. On the top, you've got reset. You've also got PAL, NTSC, power in, and obviously the on button. And it's AV out as well, DC charge. I haven't actually charged this. I charged it once when I first got it. I haven't charged it since. So my birthday was mid-January, and I haven't charged it since. So it's been used a lot as well. So I'm going to put, that's what I was saying about, I'm going to leave a game out to put on, and this is when they all come crashing down. Anyway, so let's take Star Wars. Now, in all honesty, the sound quality doesn't bother me. I think the sound quality is pretty decent for it. It's a handheld unit, let's be honest, at the end of the day. These games were designed to be put on stereo sets and TVs, so you're never going to totally recapture something that's in the price bracket that this is. I think the price bracket is between 80 to 120. I mean, you're looking at proper sort of like actual stereo systems that are going in these things. Like iPhones, you pay a fortune for because they've got the whole spec. You know, you pay. That's why these at-game things for Megadrive were so bad when they did them, the little handheld ones, because the sound was awful and it was proper tinny. But this isn't. You watch, I bet it's run out now. But so it's come on PAL there, as you can see. Try and get it so you can actually. I bet it's not turned up. It is. I absolutely love it. I really, really do love this. It's one of those things that as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted one of these. But I saw it, Bluetonic 78 did one. I don't know if it's actually this one, but I mean it's really decent. So can you hear that? I mean, it's decent. Let's be honest. And then obviously it goes through the text coming up and like the films. But let's be honest, let's play a game. So, this is really awkward. I'm trying to press the buttons there, I can't see what I'm doing. So, it's actually really difficult trying to see and how to play this game with. So, this game is just so difficult. I love the way that you actually pick up health. That's how difficult this game is. It actually throws health down every time you kill something. Because to be honest, you need it. And it's everything on this screen wants to kill you. It's a bit crazy, but yeah. Anyway, this is one of the games that I've played the most, in all honesty, because it was so frustrating that I kept dying. I just had to play this game and to actually better it, you know what I mean? I'm really sucking at this on screen, but anyway, I managed to get off the first stage in the end, but the boss at the end of this is painfully hard. It took me about 15 attempts, I'd say, trying to get past it. And also the save areas are really, really far apart. Like, it takes forever to get to the next save part. But yeah, I mean, also obviously on here, I'm just going to turn it off because it's only going to run out otherwise. Obviously you've got 2 controller ports here as well. Now, I haven't tried that yet, but I have seen a video that people are using this as their actual system now, which is, yeah, it's great in my opinion. I put it this way, the reviews on there, there's always one person out there that's going to be, oh, it's not an official Super Nintendo sound chip and stuff. Well, obviously people don't necessarily speak like that all the time, but come on guys, you know, you're buying these systems now. These were out in the mid-90s. Now they're designed to be played on TV sets. Now let's be honest, if you want a perfect game conversion and you want a thing like that, then you're going to download an emulator and you're going to play it on however you want to do it. But for those of us that, you know what, if something's out there that's going to make gaming a little bit easier and means that you can do it on the go, I mean, this is cool. I mean, this looks cool. I would easily play with this on the bus or the train or something, you know, but not like the Sega Nomad I had, or the, you know, the Sega CD that you could literally walk around and it was like the size of a house. But you know what, gaming nowadays, we're in a beautiful position now in the gaming world where things are becoming easier to get hold of, they're becoming smaller, they're becoming better designed. I mean, you can play all these classic Megadrive games now they're in your pocket, you can play them on your phone. So if you're really, really that hung up about the sound chips and these things and they're not sounding great and things like that, you're paying 60 to 70 quid for one of these. Now if you've got that money and you're a die-hard, totally everything has to be as per like the book, then go buy an actual Super Nintendo. You know what, don't bother just leaving a review, because I feel sorry for these firms that make these things, because they sell it and then you get one idiot on there. I had it on eBay recently where the guy just left me feedback completely. I even gave him like 50% refund on the thing I sold, and he clearly said the problem that it had when he bought it, and he was a right arse about it. You know, and it's just, I hate it when people, and he left me bad feedback, so I did everything he asked me to and he still left me bad feedback. So anyway, what can you do? Anyway, yeah, I mean, you know what, ignore the reviews. I think it's really good, and I think Blue Tonic said the same thing as well. Really, really happy with that little unit. Absolutely loved it. So played on it a lot as well. So, but like I said, if you've got headphones, you're not even going to notice it. But it's the way it is, isn't it? So anyway, guys, I'm going to stop babbling now because I'm going to try and keep this video under 50 minutes. So I just want to thank you for checking out my video. Sorry it's been so long. I will be back with another video very shortly because I have a review of the Outland games on the Isle of Wight, which I'll tack on probably about a week after this video. Really, really decent little store, guys. I'll put the address and stuff in the actual video for that, but make sure you check it out if you're ever down south. The hovercraft I think is about 8 or 9 quid to go over for the day, but it's in Ryde as well, so it's right where you want to be really on the Isle of Wight, especially in the summer. So I can see myself going back there a good few times, but I can't complain, guys. I absolutely loved it. My birthday, had a great day over there. My daughter's first time she'd been on the Isle of Wight ferry as well. So yeah, we had a great day. Memories made for a lifetime, as they say. So, but anyway, yes, guys, I'm really going to go now because I've just realised it's just coming up to 50 minutes. But take care of yourself, guys. Thanks for all the new subscriptions as well. I'm going to wrap this up before 50, I promise. Really gotten into a few different sort of types of channels at the moment, and I'm watching a lot of Lego channels, pick up Lego and just general collectors of Lego for the sets. I haven't got nowhere near enough room to display sets, but I don't know, something about Lego that I don't know whether it's just like the architectural something side and the architectural design side, but it just fascinates me. But anyway, hence the Lego set and the Lego architecture book up there. But yeah, I absolutely love it, guys. So I've been watching a lot of those videos. So I've been watching a channel called The Brick Couple and The Brick Arena, both English Lego channels, but really, really enjoyed watching them recently. I've also found a few retro gaming channels as well in Dainster and Planet Retro, I think his name is. I'm so sorry if I've butchered those names. There's a few, I might put a few of those down, but let's be honest, no one ever looks in the comments, no one ever looks in the information for these videos. But anyway, it's coming up to 50 minutes, so anyway, I'm just going to say thanks for watching, guys. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.